yourself. Select your character. Get ready. Fight! Super activated. Perfect counter. Combo breaker! Super block. Health at 10%. You lose. Game over! Get ready. Game over. Death is only the beginning.
And we are back again for Game Talk with Tim and Tim. It is I, Tim, with my son,
Tim.
And we are Tim. And today we are going to discuss or give our opinions on the upcoming live service game in the Horizon universe. So let me put this across the bottom of the screen before I play some of the trailer, because it's a pretty long announcement trailer. So we're going to do some pausing and commenting to not get a copyright strike. Yeah, man.
There we go.
Alrighty. All right.
From the ashes of the old world came machines. For ages, they were the guardians of the natural world.
So right away, I don't like the art style.
Given Fortnite.
Right. It's giving
Given
kids
Fortnite.
Right. It's giving Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I don't think I play live service games anymore, actually.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You haven't played Destiny in a while, so
Developers. Well, I'll wait for a while.
And they turned against us. Now they're getting deadlier by the day. All across the land, people are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command. We have to fight back. And to do that, we need a team.
Really?
I guess they had to make him semi-important. So I barely remember that guy.
He makes sense. The other guy makes sense.
Yeah.
Where in the universe have we seen a tribe that looks like this black man?
That's the whole point. The whole point is now they can do what they want.
Well,
because the world hasn't been explored. Remember that. We've only explored.
What's his name? Silas. Silas is a black man.
And what's his name? There's another one.
And the dude with the flat top, right.
Yeah.
The fro- right. So but they don't look like him. And he got great underarm hair.
Soldiers who always hold the line.
You saw how fast he was moving? Is that like gonna be in the game?
Probably. It's probably a power up. I've seen you know what? I'm gonna end up pulling that up, I think.
Soldiers who always hold the line.
That's not her. See, developers, this is what I was getting ready to say. What we want as the players, if you want me to spend my money, because I will spend my money, if you would have just made an Horizon game that I could have played online. I'm not a developer, but in my mind, I would imagine that it would be. Well, let's get to this trailer first.
And mercenaries who may have crossed it now and then.
As you would probably guess,
I've never. How did they got an obese lady?
right? That's
How they got an obese lady? They ain't no, or a buff if you want to go that route. But either way, there's no one who looks like that anywhere in the game because
it's literally
it's a hero shooter. Just
it's no. I'm saying the Horizon universe is a dystopian. It's a dystopian world. The biggest. What's the biggest actual animal that you see in the game?
there are no actual.
No, there are. You can get rabbits and stuff like that.
I haven't seen one.
Could-
Nothing. I haven't even seen a deer because
they
all
eat-
that's replaced.
because they eat food at the towns. They have fires and they're cooking meat.
I always assumed it was just fish.
Is it just fish? I haven't played Horizon, but
I wouldn't know.
But the thing about it is it's a dystopian world where people are scrounging to survive. But the fact that she's obese and all that makes I don't care about that. I don't care. That doesn't make. I just wouldn't. She's just a character I wouldn't pick. She can exist in the game. I don't care. I just wouldn't play her. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, but
No, the whole point is just to fill the classes. So we need a tanky character, so automatically make them
if
bigger.
she's a tank, then she's just a tank.
Who may have crossed it now and then.
And the shield looks like she may be a tank.
Infiltrators who hide in the dark.
So there's a ninja class in Horizon now.
Yeah.
And champions who shine in the light.
So this is what stood out to me with it in the other character too, with the plus size character, the big character. Ooh, they're dyeing their hair. They have hair dye in this dystopian world.
I know that one of the towns is a lot more wealthy, and they have like almost like an emperor or something with like fine silk. So that's somewhat in there.
That's clothing.
Yeah, but you can dye your hair with a pack of Kool-Aid. If I get enough berries, you can
But
dye your hair.
I get that, but come on, man. In comparison, let's think about the game and the tone of the game. Is anybody quirky
The
in
characters
this dystopian world where everyone is trying to not die from the blight? That's like, you know, I just put a little swirl in. Come on, man. But this character's design is not bad.
Shine in the light. Upstarts whose stories are just beginning.
Was that guy a melee character? We're gonna have a melee.
Tarzan.
He,
Tarzan.
yeah, there's a melee character fighting robots.
I mean, Aloy got that stick.
Upstarts.
A bare knuckle melee.
Nah,
don't
he
have
had
he has
put a
no-
rope out.
But that was just to grapple with, though, right?
Yeah, but he can use it as a
See,
weapon.
look,
hypothetically.
he's about to do an elbow drop on this.
Whose stories are just beginning.
Grapple. I was right.
And legends looking for one last shot. those who need it most. Made up of the greatest hunters in the land. This is Hunter's Gathering.
Yeah, no. So what I was gonna say is
I think that Steam one had like that Steam one looked better. Definitely wasn't nearly as long.
this is the launch one.
I know, but there was like on the Steam website, literally when you Google it, gives you like a Steam website which has more gameplay. It has like gameplay. It's like a minute long.
I can probably go and find the actual.
You just put in Hunter's Gathering on like Google and something, it'll pull up. But regardless, no one asked for this game. And the time that they spent making this game, y'all could have put that toward making the mainline game that people actually want. And that, like when I was talking to you yesterday, the game that we want, if you want to do multiplayer and you want to lock it or whatever, let me play, even just playing in the regular game. And even if I can't do story missions or nothing like that, just put me in that with my friend or whatever. That's it.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say right now. Like, is I'm not a game developer. I don't know the ins and outs to whatever, but I know they can use a lot of the same. They can use code from old games, right?
I imagine.
So, as a gamer, as my son is saying, playing this game because I do enjoy Horizon. I bought both of them, and I enjoyed them thoroughly. They are awesome games. Having a female protagonist doesn't take away from it and all that. You know, I don't care if you guys made Aloy chubby and all that was, that's your political thing you got going on. That's a problem with you, not me. you wanting me to think like you is a you problem, not a me problem. But the thing about it is that as a player and that enjoys this game, all we want to do is play Horizon online. So in my mind, you're a developer, you think better than me. The way I look at it, you guys didn't even have to necessarily build a new game. You could have used all the assets from the original game to build a new game that's online that would just be the different tribes interacting. And that's it.
That's more than I was even asking for.
That's it.
All I was asking for was, even if you want to gatekeep it behind, like how Ghost of Tsushima did their online. Even if you want to gatekeep it behind me beating the game, right? Even if you want to gatekeep it behind me beating the game.
You didn't keep
No.
Tsushima.
I'll get there.
Online first, then they released their game.
Right. But my point being, just take the game that you already made and just let me have a co-op with a friend in the world. I don't even need everything else.
But that's
and if
what
they
I'm
want to
saying.
gatekeep it behind beating the game so we don't ruin the story, even if you don't want me playing the co-op with them, just beat the game. Hey, you beat the game. Guess what? You can now use co-op with your friends and just explore the world.
But see, that's not satisfying enough. That's what I'm saying.
That's something.
What I'm saying is to justify them selling it because they want to make money. Let's be clear, their business.
Yeah.
So this is just how my brain works. They could have taken the very first game, all the assets from that game, the world's already built. You could have taken that code, put it in a new game, added an online element, and just literally had it be the different factions of people. You could be from this village, you could be from this village. You could have PvE is always better than PvP, which is why you guys did this for this game, because you know that PvE is always more well received than PvP. So You could have let the players customize their own whatever Nora or whatever village the player could have chosen from. They could have customized their own that. Then throughout the game, you can do your loot boxes and whatever your drops and all whatever online currency you want to do to sell skins, whatever. Because I know that's what you want. But just make the game Horizon, not this cartoony crap. It could have been Horizon. It could have been just the villages going to even battling amongst each other on that type of stuff. Or like the same thing with this going on hunts, a monster hunter, same thing. It just you could have just taken assets you already had, a world you already built. We're familiar with this world. We're curious about this world.
Yeah.
Right? Because we don't know. You could have just expounded so much on the lore that you already had. And you would have gotten your live service. You'd have had all your little microtransactions out of it. And it would have been dope because it would have had the graphics and everything is what people loved about the game. But what do you think, son? Anybody watching, thank you. Please hit the like, leave a comment, and yeah.
Your voice is cutting out on my end. I don't know if that's for everyone, but
okay. Can you hear me now?
It's got better.
I was saying, everyone watching, thank you. Hit the like, share, subscribe.
I think them going this route with the art style especially makes it feel like it could have just been a totally different game, and like you're trying to milk the Horizon IP specifically. Like it could have been something completely different, because I want a mainline game. I'd want a mainline game, or a game that even at least looks like the mainline game. This game doesn't look like it's even going to play the same way. And by having it in the same universe, depending on what my character can or cannot do, I'm going to question at every turn, why can they do that? And if they can do that, why is Aloy and everyone else struggling to do anything? Because they look like they're going to do all sorts of zany, weird stuff that makes no sense. At least within the continuity of the game. Because now it's something different.
I want to pull up something else.
Really. That Steam one was unnecessary. That was like the last minute of the one we already watched. So that's unnecessary.
So, Sony and Guerrilla Games. I'm going to play something that's going to be proof.
Oh, no, there is a little bit of gameplay in it. Yeah, there's a little bit of gameplay in it.
All right, so this right here is proof that what me and my son are talking about now are what the audience wanted.
Five times I erased you, yet still you won't silence up. How much more resurgence do you need, anyway?
Did they win or lose this lawsuit?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It might still be ongoing.
I want to play this game, Guerrilla. I want to play Light of More Tram, however the hell you say it. I want to play this game. I don't want to play Hunter's Gathering.
Not at all. See, and spitballing ideas and whatnot. If they didn't want for the idea, if you're like, doesn't Horizon take place in like North America?
Yes.
So in order to not conflict with the mainline game, we could take the assets so that we have the skins, the textures, and everything like that from the first game. And even if you want to expand for an online game that you don't want to conflict as much with the mainline game, set it in a different country. It's a UK game.
Look,
What do the creatures over there look like? How are they doing that? And then make that the multiplayer.
well, Aloy needs an ending to her story first.
Right, but I'm like, if
but
you're
like-
going to go that route,
Like, look at this is a freaking ghost from Destiny.
Yeah.
Right?
every time I see it, that's the Destiny Ghost.
That's a ghost from Destiny. Straight up. That's a ghost from Destiny. This is a nod to the Terminator, the stepping on the skull like that. That's a nod to Terminator, but it made life.
The
Like-
life's starting to grow back.
See, you guys, not only should you have sued these people and you were right to sue them, but you should have, instead of having them destroy this stuff, you should have got the code from them. Because I want to play this game, Guerrilla Games, and this is not your game. I want to play this game. This would have 100% scratched my itch for Aloy.
Aloy. Yeah, it's just that is a Japanese Aloy. The
Man.
whole headband and everything.
That's a ghost,
That's a ghost, and that's the giraffe, long neck, deer looking thing.
right? Slightly different, but it's the same thing.
Turtle, elephant.
Yeah. Now, were there elephants in
I don't remember. No, there is a war elephant in the second game.
Okay.
There's an elephant. It's like a war elephant.
Like those are the Coldrums, absolutely. The art style is exactly the same. It's 1-to-1. Even that, except that's more Zelda, but that's and Aloy had the electric one or whatever. The
digitized one
right.
that somehow floats.
Well, it's technologies, huh?
However it floats.
The same way that shield was there, you can't press through the shield. I guess it's the same principle.
Whatever we needed to do, right?
See, and see, I'm not even like one of those guys that are like, "Oh, look, she's hot." I don't care about that. I just want to play a good game.
Really, I think it's the gorilla. Like I said earlier, I said gorilla spent the time.
Animals. They have animals. You saw that?
Yeah,
They got.
I think what it is a gorilla. Like I said, spent the time making this new game no one asked for. In the dev time for the mainline game, I would imagine got taken longer simply because y'all working on something else.
See, what makes me sad are spaceships. Like, come on, man, it's everywhere, and that's what makes it dope. Is that it's everywhere. See, now that's the other game right there, the Scorpions.
That reminds me of Atlas Fallen.
Yeah, Atlas Fallen too. Look, they got
That-
a ship thing. I want to play this game, Guerrilla Games. I don't want to play Hunter's Gathering.
I wanted to play the next Horizon game, mainline game. I wanted to see what was happening with Aloy.
This
and
is
all
what I'm
that.
saying. If this lawsuit didn't happen, this would have quenched my thirst for look.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, man.
Like,
Like,
that's
come
dope.
on, man.
And frankly, some of their ideas for some of the machines are better. Some of these machines are just
So they
better
got
looking.
deer and stuff in there. Look like there's base building and vehicle building. You see what I'm saying? You got to build a base and power it. Come on, man. There's no base building in Horizon. And look, there's that. Look, so Gorilla did take it because that's the hammer with the engine on it that they just showed in the Gathering game. That's what it looks like, right? That's the hammer. Oh, you have to go on mute. So absolutely, man. Like, come on, bruh. Now, with all the other stuff that's in this game, I think it took away from what made Horizon great in this, with the destructible, these animals being destructible, and you having to hit the weak points. But that's come on. I don't know. What do you got to say? I'm flabbergasted.
The whole weak point thing is like the main part of the game. That's the whole reason they do everything they do in the first place, is because parts break off. And they use that for money and things like that. So that definitely works with it, but I mean,
man, the other game, son, is
it just looks fun.
Interest.
The Gathering now.
I have no interest. The Gathering is
it's not
a solid terrible. No, it's just
it's just a game nobody asked for. As far as I know. If you guys let me know, do you guys want to play this game? I do not. I didn't ask for this style of game. 40.
And see, the only thing that I can think of is why they made the art style this way is to make it less demanding on RAM and processing power to compensate for streaming. It's the only thing. You know what I mean? Because what is it, like a 4-man teams?
Probably 3 or 4. And I bet you the breaking of parts isn't really a thing in this one. Like, I bet you I can't break something off and pick up their arm gun.
Right, and that was great. Take out their shoulder mounted gun and pick it up and shoot them with it.
Right, I bet it can't do that.
Man, let me see. There was one of the trailers that actually had they show some game cinematic trailer. Why is this the most replayed? There's underwater stuff. Okay, so the combat system.
Incoming attack! It is tactical, reactive, and skill-based. We took the precision and tactical depth of Horizon's combat and built it for a team environment. You'll have to beat enemy movements, time your attacks, and combine abilities with your squad to take down the most powerful machines.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, I'm not seeing any stuff breaking off at all.
No, but I see them targeting weak points and things like that from the mainline game. I saw it for a split second. They showed up a little item system.
You saw the Afro dude. Watch the Afro dude. Look, what? He's flying?
Aloy's got some weird powers up too. I don't think that she does that. That would make more sense, that bubble.
Right. Because that would be something you'd physically set up. Loot box. See? That's it. Yeah. Copyright. No sound. No sound because of copyright. So
large and very different environments at launch, each with its own look, its own atmosphere, its own challenges for your squad to master.
Yeah, man.
So it's gonna take me
Horizon Hunters
3 people to take down one machine that Aloy can take down by herself.
By herself,
by herself. And it's not
With-
like
with
Aloy's
the
got
variety of different arrows. You see what I'm saying? But let's watch this real quick.
Gathering is all about challenge and mastery, and the missions that you go on lean right into that. During our first playtest, you'll get to try 2 very different mission types.
Let's show them what we got.
Machine Incursion, you fight to stop a large-scale machine assault on the tribes.
Here we go.
With your squad, you plan and coordinate which randomized power-ups to collect before facing a relentless boss machine.
Work together.
So wait, we have to go on a scavenger hunt
random
before-
power-ups.
for power-ups to then.
It's a what's it called game. So like let's say, okay, think about it like okay, first wave's coming, you got 3 minutes to loot up.
Yeah,
So,
okay, zombie
point-
type.
That's what it is. Loot up, find the power-ups. And you can tell the map's going, so you'll be going through before the next wave, and oh, there's a power up on this part of the map here.
But this is what's the Warzone type shit with the shrinking map? Look,
Or facing a relentless boss machine.
Work together. Win.
Time is limited, with a violent storm closing in that cuts down your options to get stronger.
What is all this?
The next
so there's a shrinking map that cuts
The
off
zone
power.
cuts in.
The zone gets smaller, and by the zone getting smaller, you can't venture out and grab other stuff.
Because I imagine, basically with the way it's going, it's gonna force you to go to the boss fight
Yeah, at the center.
at wherever it is. So it's gonna eventually force you to go into the boss fight, which is very battle royale type. They
Yeah.
made that kind of popular, but it's not a battle royale.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
is Cauldron Descent. In this multi-stage dungeon, the hunters take the fight to the enemy. You decide which path to take, from brutal machine encounters to really challenging obstacles. They all require teamwork. Every clear chamber shapes your run and gives you power-ups to descend deeper and claim the rewards. These modes are the foundation of Hunter's Gathering. Tough, replayable, and built for squads who want to master them. We'll continue to evolve them with your feedback throughout our playtests.
Anybody on the playtest, tell them we want Horizon 3. We don't
There you
want
go. My thing, I think that playtest is a closed playtest too.
Oh man, I don't have nothing. I don't know, man. I have absolutely no interest in this game, and I am a person that has both of the first two games, and love them. Bought the DLC, the whole nine. I am not a biased. Oh, the girls are not hot and all that crap. No, I'm not that. This is literally something I am not going to spend money on.
My bigger concern is, since they spent the money to do this game, if this game doesn't do well, what's that going to do for the mainline game? How is that going to affect the mainline game?
It might kill a mainline game because the money and resources for the mainline game are spent on this.
Right, and that's my concern here.
And before we close it out, because there's no reason to have a long conversation. Why is it not? There we go. Let's look at the greatness that is the greatness. We want more of this. This is what we want, Gorilla. This is what we want.
Where was the first game take place? I know the second game is in like San Francisco, which is the West. It was East. It's got to be East because it's Forbidden West, so they went West.
I don't think it was.
I think it was like
I don't think-
Midwest.
Yeah, I don't think it was New Yorker. It's relatively close. I can't think of any of the.
I think it's just like middle
Yeah,
USA.
'cause,
I
yeah,
don't see a reason why she'd go east, far east. But that'd be cool. Let me see run over New York. Overgrown New York.
right. Tribes that live in the abandoned skyscrapers.
Right.
See, that's a landmark. We just don't recognize it because we're not from that area. These are landmarks they're showing us to show us that. So the people that live in those areas, like, hey,
I break it. I broke it.
this is what we want. See, look, she's talking about different.
There you go. There it is. The first game takes place somewhere between
That looks like the
Colorado,
Grand.
Wyoming, and Utah.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say that looks like the Grand Canyon right there.
Or
These questions, Aloy, the tribe has forbidden. What if the answers are worse than not knowing?
You can help, or you can get out of my way.
Then be ready for the darkness. And be careful what you bring to light. Even if you do catch what you're after, how do you know it won't bite back?
Outcast! You came from nothing. You will die a nothing.
I came from somewhere.
This is what we want. Simple, nothing crazy, nothing out, just nothing fantastic.
they're trying to milk them IPs. That's all it is. Trying to milk the IP.
But they need to stop trying to milk it. If they want to milk the IP, why not milk it in a way that's it's going to be a hit? Because because I still haven't played the game you have. What is it? Ghost of Yote.
Oh, yeah.
And I trust your judgment that the game is not trash because it's just more of Tsushima. It's just with different with a different protagonist. But that's the whole thing. Is I don't care about her because who is she? This is a brand new IP, and we just got introduced to a protagonist, gained an emotional connection from playing his story, and now it's just like, oh, well, don't even worry about him. He that was 200 years ago. Let's we're gonna come. Why?
I think they messed up. And if they wanted to do, it seems like what they want to do is they want the ghosts to switch protagonists every game. It seems like that's the direction they want. So, like, Jin Sakai is like, what is he, the Ghost of Vengeance? Basically.
Man. And the premise I can get because they want to, but see, they can't even Assassin's Creed it because it's still gonna be.
It can only go so far too, like
especially if you're gonna cap it in Japan. Like, if you wanted to have a different protagonist for the Ghost games, then you would then it wouldn't. Ghost is literally the Kage, the shadow. That's ninjas.
I think they would have been better off not making it 200-year gap for one. If you don't want me to play as Jin, make him
have a second character or have character creator,
or make him a character creator, but make him important to the second game.
Right.
He's leading or driving it still, even though
Right.
I can't play as him.
Right. He could have been the general or something in the battle because that's what
Whatever
it
it
was going. Because at the end, because really, you know what is the true ending? Killing the uncle or not killing the uncle?
I don't remember because all I know is and you say spoiler alert, get ready for that. If you go far enough through, you could figure out that somehow Jin ends up on that island.
Right. They
Wherever,
mentioned that in the beginning of the. I've seen.
yeah, he ends up there and with some girl who's I
Right.
can't remember.
She's in the, and that was another thing I saw people were saying, like, for all these activists, because I care less about that, but for all these activists that wanted to make have it YBG and have it a female character, they literally had a female character that was in Tsushima. What was her name? Yugi or something?
Yuki or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Part 2 right there.
Yeah, him and her moved there, and it seemed like they might have had a kid or maybe not. That's where they ended up. And that's pretty much all you tell you. And then, hey, here goes Jin's sword as a cosmetic item and his mask. I don't know.
I don't know, son. But yeah, that's enough for this right now. Because at the end of the day, Sony, I want you to know that I have no interest in this game. I have gone from a huge gamer. My son will attest because we've said before, I would buy hundreds of games, literally hundreds of games, quirky, from everything from the big stories to the quirky games. On my list right now, I have a bunch of stuff on my wish list, but there are 3 games, 3 that I have some excitement for. One I don't have excitement for. It's just I'm just ready for it to come out already, and that's the obvious one, which is Grand Theft Auto. Just ready. Okay, let's get it over with.
Get over it, yeah. See what it's about.
Right.
Stop dangling it here. Like, let it come out.
Right. So the other 2 that I have some excitement for are Crimson Desert, which we covered on the last show, and 007. And we may have to do a show on that. So just find out some stuff about that and do a show on that.
Maybe.
Yep. Yeah. Anything you want to say? Anything you got going on?
Yeah, I think I said what I had to. I didn't ask for this game. I'm concerned at the direction you're taking because it could hurt the mainline game, which is what my dollars went to, for you to continue the story. And if you hurt, if it doesn't do well, you guys gonna shut down Guerrilla?
And Sony does things like that, guys.
Yeah. Like if it doesn't do well, you're gonna shut down Guerrilla.
Yeah, I think it's Guerrilla, but see, that's the whole bad part about it is that when the bosses come in and say, "Hey, do this," and you're like,
you got to do it, yeah.
Right? And then when you protest, when you protested and like, "Hey, you do what you're told, do what you're told," and then when it fails, oh, it's your fault. Why did you guys do this? Why did you guys do this?
Yeah.
There's no accountability. So yeah, I have the exact same sentiment. I have no interest in this game. I didn't ask for this game. I would rather have had Aloy,
whatever she's doing,
even if it would have been the close out to her trilogy, and then you could have came with this other crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
honestly, if you did after, I wouldn't feel any sort of way.
Right, because of what you just said, son. I feel the same way. I am afraid that if this live service game does poorly, which I believe that it will, that it's going to affect a conclusion to Horizon's going to be done, and we're never going to see what happens to Aloy. What were those things, the Nemesis gods or whatever?
Yeah, something like that coming from the other, which is them. That's them.
That's
the,
what
the people who left coming
right.
back.
That's where we. Why? How did that not equate that you left it on a cliffhanger? Why not do that?
The only reason I could see the other game taking a while is if Silas was supposed to be heavily involved,
Yeah, and the
and
actor
with his
passed.
passing, and they having trouble figuring out what to go from there.
Because I'm guessing Siler was one of them.
Maybe he knew too much.
Right. And and that's where I was. And see how we're talking about this banter gorilla? We were into the story. Siler was one of them. He was one of the nemesis. He was one of the
Silas.
people from the past.
Yeah, immortal. From what I
Right.
remember, they're immortal
Well,
or something like that.
Yeah, they were like in cryo tanks. They were doing something. It was the
They
technology.
were slowing the aging at the
Right.
very least.
Right. But other than that, yeah, I just hope that this game doesn't crash and burn so bad that it affects us getting a closing to the Horizon chapter with a Horizon.
Aloy, yeah.
I wish you guys would have came out with the Horizon 3 first, and then you could have dropped this. But
I wouldn't be mad at it because then my worry wouldn't be there.
Right. But the thing about it is I give what you said. I give what you said some credence. Siler's role was going to be huge. Silas's role was going to be huge. His passing, they have to rework and rewrite the story. And that pushed dev time on that game back so far that they wanted to have a filler. And I guess they're hoping that this game makes enough money to where the money from this game can go to pay the devs for the next game. And that's a hell of a gamble.
I don't know.
But all right.
Yeah.
Well, we already 40.
That's it.
Yeah, we got to
Wrap it up this time.
Right. Yeah, we got to go an hour like we did the first joint. I want to thank everybody that came in. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. We're going to try to do this on every Tuesday. We haven't gotten a set time just yet, but we're going to try to do this every Tuesday. Leave a comment of some games or things about video gaming that you would like to hear us talk about. And
let us know if you don't agree with us.
Let us know if you don't agree with us. And also, with my screening process, I'll let some of you guys come up on the panel and we can chop it up. All right. I am Tim.
And I'm Tim.
And we are Tim and Tim.
Tim and Tim. There you
go. And this is Timmy Turner. And we're out of here.
Prepare yourself. Select your character. Get ready. Fight! Super activated. Perfect counter. Combo breaker! Super block. Health at 10%. You lose. Game over! Get ready. Game over. Death is only the beginning.